What up, Shouty? How's it going? How are you tonight? Can I take a seat? Can I pop a little squat? Don't mind my ankle cracking. How you doing? What's cracking with you? Hi. Do you also breathe air? Do you know how to tie your shoe? Was that creepy? What the hell were you doing? Was that creepy? What the little freak? Was that a good approach? How did I do? How was my riz? All right, welcome back. Are you sick and tired of me yet? I sure hope not. Today we have an interesting topic, but first, welcome to the third episode of Blabber. If you haven't seen the other videos or you need a refresher, here's one for you. I picked one topic before coming in here today. We're going to go through a series of about 5 topics. At the end of the 5 topics, I'll have to link that 5th one back to the first one. Point blank, I'm single and I am not great with flirting. Historically, I am terrible at it. So today, to better myself, and maybe you'll learn something from this too, we're going to get into the first topic, which is going to be about romance. Alluring the person that you want. How do you captivate the essence of yourself and portray it to others in such a manner that they are wanting to explore what you are all about? Let's get into it. The first question today is, what are the basic forms of flirting? Because I need help. The basic forms of flirting: physical, playful, sincere, traditional, and polite. Got it. I think you should always be polite. Let's go further into the breakdown of each one. Physical flirting. Okay, nonverbal cues. Is this kind of what they're thinking? Pretend this is someone else's arm, right?
No.
I'm trying to flirt with this person's arm. Hey there. What word am I drawing on your arm? That's my name. What is it? Who the hell is Ashley? Who the heck is Ashley? Why did you think that I drew Ashley? Who is she? Who is she? Tell me. Oh, is this your girlfriend? What? Are you married? Playful flirting. Joking, teasing, laughing. This is mine. This is definitely my form of flirting. I don't know how to do any of the others. I commit to the bit more than I can commit to relationships. Not because I don't commit in relationships, but because you have to actually be in a relationship in order to commit that much. So commitment to the bit is my full-time relationship. Why do I flirt the way I flirt? Sincere flirting, pretty much being authentic and not lying to another person, makes sense. Traditional flirting, okay, gender roles, a place into that. Maybe a guy will open a door for me. Oh, you're such a traditional flirter. Polite flirting, a cautious approach characterized by reserved behavior and a strong desire to avoid embarrassment or rejection. I do polite flirting by not talking to anybody. That's how I avoid embarrassment and or rejection. Honestly, I don't mind rejection because half the time I expect it, because again, I am very much a playful flirt. My sense of humor is also very unique and is also very interesting in the sense that a lot of people don't get it. I can be very deadpan. When I say something, they're like, oh, are you being for real? And I have to remind myself to tell them I'm joking because they might think I'm being serious. And they may think I'm a little cuckoo banana, just a little bit. So there are different types of flirting that you can choose from. What is the best form of flirting? Personalized approach with playfulness, respect, and authenticity. Got it. Okay, make eye contact and smile. Let me demonstrate. Good, right?
No.
That will get me all the huzz. See, I'm not unk, as the kids say. Ooh, Reddit here says, what's your go-to flirting move that's so effective you've had to use it more than 3 times? What the? Not my move, but I once had someone say she just had her arms waxed and that I should feel how smooth her skin is. Got the feeling she'd done that before. It definitely worked. Wow. What if I said, I shaved my head, feel how smooth it is? Do you think they would believe me? I stand there having a mild panic attack. Words randomly pour out of my mouth, and sometimes women laugh at them and drag me back to their place. Surprisingly successful. Oh, honestly, being vulnerable in front of a woman, hot. A guy who's too smooth, you can't trust, because how do you know if it's genuine or not? So if a guy's nervous, especially on a first date, I think that is a green flag because it shows that they care and that they're not doing this all the time. So they're not Mr. Smooth, Mr. Player, Mr. 305. Girl is walking dog. That's a nice girl you have there. She replies, it's a boy. I was talking to the dog. Oh, cute. I thought that was gonna be like a roast. I don't know why. Maybe that's just the playful flirt in me. I'd be like, oh. That's very nice. That's very sweet. Do you want to hear my tactic when I'm flirting?
No.
So say you're out and about and there's a guy that you are just starting to make conversation with, and you're like, I like, this is what you do. I've only ever used this once in my life, and it worked.
Wow.
You have to kind of curate an environment where you need to be pictured or photographed. Oh, my hands are full. Mind taking this quick picture for me? They take the picture, and you're like, and then ask them to send the pictures to you.
Hey, do you mind sending those pictures to me, please?
You gotta be polite. You gotta make sure you add the please in there. And then they'll send the pictures to you. Boom, number received. They got your number, you have their number, and you have some free photography. You can post those on Instagram, tag them, saying,
hang out with my new boyfriend that I've known for 10 minutes.
okay, don't do that last part. Trust me, this has worked before. And then if they block you, sorry, you just didn't succeed in the entirety of the evening. Here's another one. Live on a farm, so when girls come over, I'd like to show them the baby animals and hand feed the cows. That would work, but what if they have a fear of cows? I'm not fearful of cows, I'm fearful of standing behind cows because they can kick you and you'll die. Okay, well, let's get off Reddit. How do you know if you failed at flirting? You failed at flirting if your attempts are met with disinterest, awkwardness, or clear rejection from the other person indicated by their body language, lack of engagement, or direct feedback. So if they stop making eye contact with you, it's done. It's a done deal. For people out there who don't know what rejection or soft rejection looks like, it looks like this. Yeah, so what'd you like about the thing I just said? Yeah, it was nice. See, no eye contact, no eye contact. Key. Why do people flirt? Well, we know that there's a basic need to establish connection with another human being for the purpose of a lasting relationship and procreation of the human species, right?
No.
Why do people flirt for fun? What if you just want to do it all willy-nilly? Exciting connections, attention, feel-good hormones, dopamine. So you get a boost of dopamine every time you flirt with somebody. Got it. And so you can probably get hooked onto that feeling. How do you get addicted to dopamine? You cannot get addicted to dopamine. Ah, shucks. What are behaviors that supply a high level of dopamine? Dopamine rush, drug use, gambling, social media, compulsive eating. Got it. Exercise, that's good. Achieving goals, spending time in nature, creative activities. I'm not seeing, positive social interaction. I was about to say I don't see flirting listed on here. While dopamine surges from addictive behaviors feel potent in the short term, they can lead to tolerance and dependence, requiring greater and greater stimulation to achieve the same effect. In contrast, a lifestyle that incorporates healthy, varied sources of dopamine leads to more sustainable happiness and motivation by keeping the reward system in balance. Okay. And then you roast them and say, you have a big head. Why do humans strive to be in relationships other than for human connection? Or is that the big factor that drives everything? So you get financial stability, shared responsibilities, emotional growth, cultural expectations. Got it? Yeah, whatever. Survival instincts. What survival instincts do humans have that contribute to wanting to be in a relationship? That is a long question. Yes, inherent need for social connection. We get it. It is so deeply rooted in our instincts to survive and also have human connection that is why we get in relationships. Duh, I didn't have to Google search for that. You might think,
What?
Daddy, get it together.
I know. But I'm trying to see if there's another underlying thing that would drive us for survival. Okay, because hunters and gatherers. I'm totally chill with being a gatherer. Hunting sounds like a lot of violence, to be honest, and I'm not really into all that. I'd rather go berry picking in a field. Let's ask, why are women gatherers and why are men hunters? Yet there's definitely the physical aspects that are different. Like men are more aptly built to be able to lift heavy things and they have typically a higher endurance. But women have the smarts, so they're able to identify whether or not that red berry, don't eat it, you're gonna die. The traditional view of men as hunters and women as gatherers is largely a myth. A myth? New research shows women hunted extensively, possessing physiological traits like endurance that were crucial for hunting. Consider myself wrong, as always. That is amazing. I did not know that. I always thought, yep, it's in our genetics. It's in our biological makeup.
Woman gatherer, man hunter.
No.
Booga booga.
We all were participating in hunting and gathering, but it just depended on the environment and social context. So you could have been in a village back in the day. The women are going to go hunt the birds tomorrow and go kill the rhino. Yeah, sounds good. Where men are going to go find the berries and the leaves. And they're gonna go find, what else do you gather? Wood for the fire. Shout out fire. Fire was huge back then. It was very, very popular. Physiological differences such as estrogen's role in endurance combined with the tendency for women to take on caregiving roles likely influence the division of labor in some societies, but archaeological and ethnographic evidence shows women's consistent involvement in hunting, including big game. You were always girl bosses. Of course. So everything we've been fed was a lie growing up. What big game did women hunt back in the Paleolithic era? I want to know what we were hunting. Cougars, cheetahs, liars. So we hunted mastodons, mammoths, bison, woolly rhinoceroses. I was right. I said rhinos. Andean deer and Vasuna. What the hell is that? I want to know what the heck a Vasuna is. They're relatives of the llama. Got it. So we were really out there. And they always say, oh, she's outside.
She's outside. You don't want her. She's outside.
We're outside hunting rhinos and mammoths. That's what we're doing. You want to eat this winter? Let the woman be outside. 2.5 million BC.
Bruh.
Do you remember back in the day there was a war between Homo sapiens and Neanderthals? What made those two human species different? Homo sapiens, which is us, we won the war. Great. And Neanderthals differed significantly in their physical characteristics, with Neanderthals having stockier builds, shorter limbs, and more robust skulls with pronounced brow ridges. If you ever see somebody and their bone right here is more predominant, Neanderthal.
Huh?
Neanderthal.
Huh?
Homo sapiens feature more gracile. I don't even know if I'm saying that right. Neanderthals were skilled tool makers, hunters, and capable of complex behaviors like burying their dead. Homo sapiens were more mobile, had more advanced social structures and language, and ultimately outcompeted Neanderthals for resources. Homo sapiens won because they're smarter. So if we know they had a war and they kind of beat up each other and then the Homo sapiens won, why did they fight? Why couldn't they have worked together and the two species have gotten along? I don't know. What did the Neanderthals and the Homo sapiens fight over? Territories and the resources within them, such as hunting grounds and the animals they provided. That's a tale as old as time. Humans, I don't think we really like to share. I know it comes down to survival. If you are the only person that has fresh water supply and the other guy's like,
I want that.
then of course they're gonna try and fight over it, because what's the other option?
Death.
It lasted for tens of thousands of years, this whole fight. Like, the girls are fighting. Can we just calm down? Can we just work together? Why is it in human nature to fight? There was a violent confrontations. Oof. The war was 100,000 years long. That is ridiculous.
Bruh.
I mean, I wasn't there back then, so I can't say for sure whether it was worth fighting or not. I'm sure it was a difficult time. But seriously? You know what? I think it was all communication issue. The Homo sapiens, they had this whole language thing going. The Neanderthals were like,
Ooga booga. I need to make fire. Water. I need water. Dehydration, no good. What's dehydration? I don't know, but I'm having it right now. We need to fight them for it.
and because Homo sapiens were like,
What are you doing? Can't we talk this out? Can't we make a deal?
Neanderthals were like,
What? You sound so crazy right now. What are you even saying? Everyone agrees that you're not making any sense. I think you should go home. Like, everyone's talking about you.
and then that just started a whole dispute because the Homo sapiens were like,
What? I'm not crazy. Am I crazy? Oh, I'm so confused, and because of this confusion, it's bringing up these feelings inside of me of chaos and disagreement, and I don't know how to regulate my emotions. I'm gonna go punch a mammoth.
I think that's how it went. I'm pretty sure that's how it went down. Why is violence a big part of human nature?
Violence isn't simply a part of human nature, but is a complex behavior with biological and cultural roots. While our ancestors faced evolutionary pressures for aggression to survive, defend territory, and compete for mates, this tendency is balanced by our equally inherent capacity for cooperation and empathy. Modern violence is heavily influenced by environmental factors like childhood trauma, social inequality, and cultural norms.
Interacting with genetic predisposition. Read it for yourself to shape whether aggression manifests. Childhood trauma, it just stems back to the test of time. Oh,
My mom didn't give me enough hugs as a child,
which actually does make a difference. It can affect you psychologically.
so now I'm gonna go steal from people. It's not my fault.
Violence,
It's a learned behavior that's shaped by cultural phenomena and societal conditions.
it's learned. It makes sense. Like, you don't just wake up out of the womb one day, the artificial womb. That's called a callback. And say, hey, I would like to fight somebody. Or maybe you do, because there is the whole nature versus nurture. What is nature versus nurture?
Nature versus nurture refers to a long-standing debate about the relative influence of genetics, nature, and environment nurture on human development and traits such as behavior, intelligence, and personality. While early views often presented nature and nurture as opposing forces, modern understanding supported by fields like epigenetics and biopsychology shows they interact in a complex bi-directional way, meaning genes and experiences constantly influence each other to shape who we become.
I agree with that. I remember back in high school, I took a psychology class, and they're like, what do you think, nature or nurture? I was like, why do we have to pick? It's obviously both. Nature and nurture, boom. It makes total sense. It makes all the sense in the world.
Okay.
Oh, man. Well, I think we covered it today, honestly. We went into the basics of flirting and the need for relationships in the human species and how we interact with all that good stuff. And then we went to human nature as hunters and gatherers, and we learned, hey, woman, we've always been it. We've always got to unlock. Then, why there was such a divide in the human species with the Homo sapiens and the Neanderthals. Then, we explored why violence is such a big deal. Like, gosh, calm down. Calm down. You're acting crazy. Oh my gosh. I don't think you're doing okay right now. Are you okay? I think you should take a breath. Do you need anything? I don't know. You're not acting like yourself. And then we looped it back into nature versus nurture. Maybe it's Maybelline. Now we're gonna loop them back together. Our first topic was what are the basic forms of flirting? And our last topic was nature versus nurture. Those are honestly not that far off from each other. Depending on how you grew up, that's how you're gonna flirt with people. Freud, where's Freud? Where's Freud? We got him. Call him in, calling the Black Ops. We got him. So at the end of the day, depending on your genetic makeup and the environment you grew up in, you will find your stylized preference of flirting by nature versus nurture. Okay, see you on the flip. Why do I flirt the way I flirt? I have the credentials. I got that Ultra Sigma Riz. I was invited to the TikTok Riz party. Let me show you a real life depiction. Pretend you are cute boy at bookstore, and I think you're cute. Book. See, I got props. We got a budget in here. What book are you interested in? Really? No, I haven't read about that author. I have this one. I only read scary books. Do you want to maybe go get coffee? Okay. That is the unrealistic version of how I flirt. Let me show you real life. Reset scene. You're still in the bookstore. You're still doing your thing, okay? Oh my god, this is so not Sigma Riz. You're gonna get your invite to the Sigma Riz party totally revoked. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. See, that's how I do it. That's how I do it. That's my life. Why? What the freak? And you actually probably never even saw me. Quite literally, what the freak. I'll see ya next time. Okay.